So, how did I get here? Well, it's a long story, so I figured I'd tell it to you while I paint. For the past year or so, I've been on a journey to find my half century self. I'm retired military. I retired from the Air Force after serving 20 years, and I've been retired for almost 14 years now. At the time of my retirement, I had planned to start a new career in teaching. Did all the work, went through the process, earned my certifications and degrees and all the things. However, at the last minute, I decided that I wanted to homeschool my kids. So I'm still teaching. I teach online. I teach students everything from history, writing, and literature. It's just that I'm not in the traditional classroom setting. In 2024, when my oldest started high school, I decided that it was time for me to go back into the classroom. However, the timing just wasn't right. The timing wasn't right again because even though I felt like I was ready to go back into the classroom, the government had changed a lot. Public education system has changed. We got a new administration. We had people in office that I felt like should not be running the education system. So I just figured that, hey, it wasn't a good time for me to go back into the classroom. So instead, I decided to go a new route. I decided I would go into IT, cybersecurity. Started doing all the work for it, did the certifications, did all the training, earned my, was it CompTIA Plus something, I can't remember, SY0, I don't know, something like that. Did the work, took the test, was ready to start a career, but then at the last minute, I decided it wasn't for me because I'm like, how am I supposed to sit behind this desk all day and help people with their problems, especially on the computer? If you don't know anything about being in the military, one thing it would definitely do to you is that it would give you ADHD. And I have ADHD real bad, sitting still for a long period of time, and that's not my thing. So even though a career in IT or cybersecurity would be very lucrative, and it was the buzz at the time, the reality is that I'm no longer cut out for sitting behind a desk. I need something that is going to keep me moving. So from that point, I decided that, you know what, I'm going back into logistics. In the military, that was my job, logistics. So I decided that, hey, I'll do logistics. At the time, there was a lot of chatter and advertisement and marketing taking place for medical carriers. So I'm like, this sounds great. I can do this. Again, went through the process, took the classes, got the certifications, did all the stuff, did all the work. But then, again, I changed my mind because there was no way I could see myself jumping in and out of trucks. Jumping in and out of trucks again at 50 years old, actually 52 years old. I just could not see that happening. But I was going to try to make it work until one morning when it was cold, when it got real cold here in Georgia, and my body was hurting, and child, I was like, I cannot do this. This is not me. I can't do the cold like I used to be able to do the cold. Jumping up and down, trying to jump in and out this truck is hurting my body. So no, this ain't it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So that didn't work either. So at that time, I decided, you know what? Let's just take this year off because if we're honest, this is the year that Black women are taking off. And so I decided I'm going to jump in and I'm going to take the year off too. Let's just take a break from all the foolishness, right? So I would say that I'm going to embrace being retired. What does that mean? I really don't know. But I'm going to embrace being retired. Do some things that I haven't done in a while. My therapist keep getting on to me, telling me that I need to find a hobby. I try to tell her that my hobby is the gym, and she's like, no, Shiva, the gym is not a hobby. You need a real hobby. So I've been looking for the hobby, all right? So here I am. This hobby is definitely inspired by my daughters. I have two daughters that love the arts. One daughter wants to be an animator, and the other one wants to be an engineer and a game designer, I believe, something like that. So either way, because I'm buying them all these things, getting them mentors and coaches and buying them art supplies and tablets and getting subscriptions and all that, I was like, well, it's already here in the family, so let me jump in. And if I'm honest, Art has always been a thing that I have been attracted to. I like color. I like bright colors. If you were to look at my closet right now, I have like pink, hot pink, yellow, green suit jackets. Like I like color. Color so much that in the military, as side hustles, I used to do wedding design and I used to do floral designs because, again, I was attracted to the colors. Me and my daughters, we had a bakery together, and I would get so excited about buying food colors so that we could decorate the cakes. So the love for color has always been in me. It's just that I never really had a hobby as an adult self or adult person with kids, right? So here I am, and we're doing this, and we're going to put this whole color thing to use. So this is my journey. My journey as learning how to paint, something that I've never really done before, other than what you see me do here. Paint with my kids, that type of thing. But as far as really putting in the work to learn how to paint, never done it before. So I'm taking this up, taking a journey. I have enrolled in several programs because I'm the type of person, if I pay for something, I'm going to commit. So I have enrolled in I want to say about 3, maybe 4 art or painting courses. So I'm going to be working through those over some time. Over this year. We're going to do it all this year, right? So I'm going to be working through those this year, learning how to paint. But for now, we're going to keep it real simple. We're going to, stick out here, hang out here with the kitty stuff, doing snowmans and things. We just recently had a snowstorm here in Georgia, and my daughter actually held a painting show online. So I was inspired by her to make this snowman here. But I'm definitely going to elevate it and go into some more adult type of art and let my daughter have her space in teaching kids how to draw and paint online. So again, this is a journey for me. This is a journey for me, learning a new skill set, taking up a hobby that to some degree I feel like I'm being forced into a hobby, but I'm doing it. And the thing about learning a new hobby is that you actually learn how to use a different side of your brain, or you build up muscles in your brain that you typically don't use. So I'm excited about that because I'm definitely all about the whole brain growth situation type thing. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. This painting here of this snowman is actually inspired by, like I said, my daughter. She just held an art show. And I also did some YouTubing, and I found an artist on YouTube, and it was called Quick and Easy Painting. So this painting is inspired by my daughter, Anaya Quinn, and Quick and Easy Painting on YouTube. So stick around. We're going to see how this art thing goes, how it plans out, and who knows? Who knows where it may lead us? But for right now, we're just enjoying the journey in the new hobby.